Thank you for joining this Candoo learning lesson. Today's topic is researching medical questions online. My name is Christian. I'm part of the Candoo team, and I'm leading today's lesson. So more and more people are turning to the internet to search for health-related information. According to the 2019 survey by Pew Research, 80% of internet users have searched for health information online. That's in the US alone. So searching for medical questions has some important things to know. There are several benefits to using the internet to help answer medical and health-related questions. This includes getting quick answers with a simple internet search. It's available 24/7. And any device that has an internet connection is able to give you this information. It also helps you take an active role in your healthcare. It also can be confidential and private. So it's not publicly shared information out there. Maybe if you ask someone in person, and it can be private. There are some things to know about to stay safe because misinformation is a real thing in today's world. Here's some risks and dangers. There could be inaccurate or misleading information. Self-diagnosis and misinterpretation can occur. It can be overwhelming and cause anxiety or unnecessary worry. There's also untrustworthy websites and sources. So this misinformation and unproven treatments are also out there, and we need to be aware of them. Before we go any further, we want to provide an important note that this online information can be invaluable information, but it shouldn't replace the expertise of a qualified medical professional. Nor should it be a replacement for your doctor's specific diagnosis and guidance regarding your healthcare. Here's what this video will cover today. It's going to cover recognizing the red flags and unreliable sources, identifying reliable and trustworthy sources. We'll finally learn how to access recommended and trusted sources. And this is all in the context of those medical questions that we might have regarding our health. We'll find out when it's not a good idea to search online for health questions. Let's start with the red flags and recognizing unreliable sources. So common red flags include lack of credible sources on the site that is not supported by evidence-based research. So beware of this anecdotal evidence. This is like stories or testimonials of people, and they can be very compelling and even convincing. But for your health, we need some evidence. We need something more to back it to make sure that it's safe for us. This is also subjective, right? Where if there is no sources, if there's no evidence or citation, there can be a lot of different factors, maybe placebo effects or bias or misinterpretation that can occur. Be aware also of sensationalized or exaggerated claims. Genuine medical information is usually more measured and cautious. What this means, there's never a cure-all or a miracle pill or anything like that when it comes to research and the medical scientific method. If there's a clear bias or conflict of interest, that's another red flag. This is where a website is maybe promoting a specific medicine, product, or brand. This comes with those supplements that maybe you'll see on websites, and they're promoting a specific line or brand of supplements. If there's a website that has poor design or lack of professionalism, another indicator of maybe not a trustworthy or reliable source. Maybe there's excessive ads, grammar errors, or typos. Let's take a look at how to identify reliable and trustworthy sources for our medical questions. So here's some characteristics of reliable sources. These reputable and trustworthy websites are run by recognized and reputable institutions. This includes government health agencies, academic medical centers, established medical organizations, and trusted healthcare providers. So any website that's run or recognized by something that has these types of sources are going to be good. You might also use a domain like .gov, .edu, or .org, which is often associated with reliable sources. So when you're writing a web address and it ends in these things at the end, .gov, edu, org, those are indicators that they are often associated with a reliable source. So these credible sources will also include citations within the content. This includes peer-reviewed scientific studies, reputable medical journals, and official guidelines. So throughout the site, if you're reading something and there's a claim, there should be a citation to back that claim up from one of these types of sources. The website should also have an about section that clearly states its purpose, its mission, and more information about its background. The name of the author and their qualifications should be clearly noted as well. So you know who's providing information, and you can transparently see what their qualifications, what their background are. Here we have a short video kind of giving us information about All right, so that clip provided us with 5 questions that are important when we're searching and viewing a website that's providing us with health information. Here I'm now going to line out those 5 questions so we can kind of dissect them a little bit more. The first one is who, right? We need to know who wrote the article or runs the website. What is the claim? What is the claim of the article that you're reading? Is it a claim of a wonder drug, of the miracle diet? Is it some new wonder supplement, or maybe some medication that cures something miraculously? We need to know what they're claiming. Then we'll ask, when was the information written? Was this written this year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, right? We need new information when it comes to medical questions that we have. And with technology, with health, all this research that we're doing, we need new information to stay up to date with what's accurate. Where is the evidence? So even if there are claims, maybe they're not too sensationalized. Maybe it is by a doctor. It appears to be a good article. We need evidence, meaning there's got to be citations to back up what they're saying. Research evidence. And finally, why does the website exist? If it exists to sell you something, take everything they say with a grain of salt. If it's just an organization that is based on research, like a government organization, maybe it's a research institution, then we know that they don't have an agenda. They're really just a source of information, like a library, for you to come and do your research and you make your own decision. So we shouldn't feel like we're being sold to when we go to these websites. That's really that last one, and I think one of the most important. So let's take a look at accessing recommended and trusted websites for these health questions. These health and trusted sources of information will be listed here. One of the first ones that has been around for quite some time is WebMD. This is a website that ends in .com, but it is almost that exception where if you go to the website, you can see that it has a vast resources and has all those green flags that provide us with things that we know it's a good resource. It's where doctors provide their articles. It's very easy to use. It has news, information, and features all about health. And it's a good starting point for general health inquiries. If you enter a question into Google search, for example, 9 times out of 10 there will be a website article from WebMD to help answer your question, or at least guide you. Mayo Clinic. This is a .org, so we know it's a website pertaining to an organization. And this is a nonprofit medical practice and a research organization. The video that we saw is actually from Mayo Clinic. So they are helping us determine what are good resources when we're going online for medical or health related questions. The website provides comprehensive and reliable information on a wide range of medical topics and symptoms. The NIH is a .gov website, meaning it's a government institution, and we can see just from the website there. So this is one of the largest biomedical research agencies in the US. When early in the pandemic and regarding COVID, you probably heard a lot about the NIH guidelines, and that's because they're an organization that is part of the government. So it has a little bit more backing than just an independent website. They're known for evidence-based info, research, and updates, along with clinical trials and health resources. The CDC is another government organization. We know that this website is pertaining to the government because it ends in .gov. And this is really just the National Public Health Agency for the US. Their website also provides reliable info on health topics, including infectious diseases, vaccines, travel health, and preventative measures. Medline Plus, another government website. It was actually developed by the US National Library of Medicine, and another option for extensive information on diseases, conditions, medications, and wellness. So it's known for its user-friendly interface, along with its reliable content and links. Finally, let's wrap up this presentation with detailing when it's not recommended to search online for health questions or inquiries. So this is really when it's in a medical emergency, if you have a serious or complex conditions, if you're needing personalized advice from a professional, right? Something tailored to your specific symptoms. Um, it's always good to talk to someone, have them help you guide through that, especially your primary care provider. Pediatric care. So this is for kids, those that maybe can't communicate what exactly is going on. Um, Children are more delicate in terms of their health. Their immune systems aren't that of adults, so always good to just make a doctor's appointment for the children. So that is the presentation for today. If you'd like to learn more about Candoo, um, try a visit one-on-one with one of our tech concierges. Here's our phone number on the screen and our email if you'd like to get in touch with us that way. All right, thank you for sharing and joining today's video.